everyone, welcome back to Big at Home. My name is Jenny and I'm from Riverwalk Big Childcare. Today I'll be showing you how to make an origami fish in spirit of World Oceans Day. World Oceans Day is on Tuesday the 8th of June, and on this day we focus on doing sustainable practices to help protect our sea life. An example of this is throwing our rubbish away in the bin to make sure it doesn't fly into the ocean and damage our sea life. So the things that you will need for this activity is a piece of paper. You can use an origami paper, or I can show you how to make a square piece of paper from an A4 paper. You will also need a marker, optional googly eyes, some scissors and glue. So as I said, if you've got origami paper at home, you can go ahead and use that. Otherwise, to make origami paper out of A4, you would just need to stand your paper up like that in front of you, and you're going to take one of the corners and meet it with the side of the paper. So you can take this and fold it over. So that's what it should look like. Now the next thing to do would be to cut it all the way down that line, following it so that we can make a perfect square. So just make sure you ask a parent or an older sibling for help with this step if you don't know how to cut. So there we have it. If you open this up, it will give you a perfect square, just like our origami paper. Okay, so I'm going to practice with the origami paper here, and I'm going to walk you through step by step how to make the origami fish. So you'll need to lay your paper in front of you, and what you will need to do is fold it into a rectangle. So your paper will look like this in front of you, and you just fold up the sides at the bottom to the top, and make sure again you line up the edges to get a nice clean fold, just like that. Now you'll need to open up your paper again and then do it for the other side. So flip your paper around, and then you're going to do the same fold up to the top to make a long rectangle. And we're just going to fold that again. Now the reason why we're folding it is to get creases, which will help us guide for our next step. So as you can see in the middle of the paper, we've created kind of a cross in the middle, and that will show us then for our next step where to fold the corners. So take one corner of your paper, and where the lines meet up in the middle, you are just going to fold it into there and line it up really nice and neatly so our fish turns out perfect. Just like that. So now the next step would be to try and do it for all of the corners. So now that you have folded all your corners into the middle and it looks like this, the next thing to do would be to put this side facing upwards and take one of your corners. So you want to look at it like a diamond, not a square. So make sure it's facing you like a diamond, and you're going to take the corners, and where this edge meets up with the side, you're going to line that up to the middle, just like that. That's what it looks like, and we're going to again fold it to make a nice crease. Alright, if you missed that, we're going to practice again with the bottom. So you're going to take this edge here, so from the bottom corner to the side corner, you're going to take that edge and line it up to the middle like that. I'm just going to have a look. And you want something that looks kind of like a kite. So if we turned it up that way, it looks like a kite, but we're going to leave it like that. Okay, now we're almost finished with our fish. So the next step would be to open up one of your flaps and pull this side completely out. Alright, now you can see you've got a few creases as guidelines. So this first crease here, we want to push it in, we want to push it down so that it meets the middle. We want to push it down so that our paper meets the middle again, and fold this bit upwards. So if you get confused, just make sure you follow the creases and the guidelines. So let's do that again to the other side. We're going to open up the flap, push this bit out, we're going to follow the guidelines, so fold that part in, and then this is the next crease. We're going to fold that part out until we kind of get a diamond and the top of our kite. Now the last step to do would just be to lay your fish down, and where the diamond is, you're just going to fold it inwards towards the middle of the fish until it meets the other part of the diamond. So what we did was, it looked like this. We're going to fold it in to meet the middle of the fish and close off the diamond. And guess what? When you flip it over, you've got yourself a fish. And now you can decorate this with some googly eyes. Like that. And then from here, you can go ahead and draw a smile. Make it a happy fish. You can add whatever characteristics you want to it. To look like that. And if you've got other stuff at home, you can even color it in with different markers, or if you want a glittery fish, you can even put some glue in the shape of scales and sprinkle some glitter on. So here I've got a rainbow fish, and I've added some eyelashes to personalize it. Well, that's it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do any origami, make sure you take photos and send them to us. Be sure to follow us on our Facebook, Instagram and YouTube to catch up on all the fun that we're having. Take care, guys.